Hello and welcome to our New Moon Male class, December 2023. I'm Lizzie Lassiter. Thank you for being here. The theme of today's class is, I know you can do more, but can you do less? This is something that Mama talks a lot about in our restorative yoga teacher trainings. Our ability to embrace this practice of downshifting our nervous system is directly related to the beliefs we have about doing more, serving others, and acceleration. I want to share my screen with you and show you two classes you might like to enroll in this month, and then we're going to move to the mat. Today's practice is with a chair, so I recommend that you use a yoga chair, number one choice, or you can use a sturdy dining room table chair. Be careful, they can tip. Use your best judgment. So sharing my screen with you, I want to show you highlight two courses at lassiter.yoga that may be of interest this month. The first one is the Relax and Renew Level 1 online teacher training. This sells out every year. We limit it to 108 students. It's 100% online with a massive catalog of pre-recorded material, plus a bunch of live Zooms, which are also recorded because we know some of you live in Australia. If you're considering joining this course, it's transformative. It's designed for serious students and, of course, yoga teachers. The other course you might like to jump into this time of year is the Restorative Reset. This one here, your 14-day journey to unplug and recharge. This is a way to fall back in love with restorative yoga. You can find both of those courses here at lassiter.yoga. And since I'm giving you websites, let me just show you my website, lizzie.yoga, where you can sign up for my Sunday newsletter, which goes out once a week with encouragement for sustainable self-care. Let's move to the mat. Yoga chair. We're going to start with triangle pose. Bring your right foot forward towards the chair, your left foot back. Turn your back toes slightly in. Inhaling, open the arms. Exhaling, shift first the pelvis. Extend, reach those right fingertips forward and bring your hand down to the seat of the chair. The top arm can come to the hip. Now close your eyes here and find the breath. The seat of the chair is stopping you from going as deeply as you can. So instead, you can concentrate on the more subtle movements of the pose, especially the sense of the back hip moving forward, breaking those panes of glass, and the rib cage rolling upward, but not the head. It's not great for your neck to look up at the ceiling. Keep your head pointed forward. And I even like today to close the eyes. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Come up. With an exhalation, release the arms. Take the second side. I'm going to turn around. Align the feet. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, shift first from the pelvis, reaching out and then down. My top hand comes to the top hip. That right hip, the back hip is coming forward into the pose. The pubic bone is moving under and through, and the ribs are spinning away. Head, neck remain soft. Eyes are closed. Inhale. Reach up and back to standing. Let's take the first side once again. Bring the right foot forward. Inhale, sweep the arms. And exhaling, shift the pelvis, reach forward. and find the pose. One of the questions this class is asking today is what happens when you remove ambition from your practice? If you're not trying to get anywhere, what can you experience? Three more breaths. And inhale. And exhale. Second side. Last time, triangle pose. You know, what makes a yoga chair in part is that there's no bar here on the front. So you have more flexibility about what you can do and which part of your body you can put under the chair. Inhale. Exhale, shift the pelvis, reach and come down. Take the support of the chair. Put weight into this left hand, top hand on the pelvis, and breathe. Inhale and come back up and release. Let's do Virabhadrasana 2. I'm going to turn the chair to the center of my mat. Warrior 2. Warrior/goddess 2. Bring the right knee forward. My knee is directly above my ankle. The pleasure of practicing this pose with the chair is that you're not suffering so much, so you can feel into the alignment. Now my back hip is coming forward. My front knee is opening up. Strong back thigh. Inhale, sweep the arms. Symmetry here in the arms. I'm reaching backward with as much energy and attention as I'm reaching forward. And then from the back of your skull, think of lengthening up and turning to gaze over the right middle finger. Three more breaths here. With the inhalation, I'm sort of isometrically pressing into the floor, lifting. I'm not even lifting off the chair. I'm kind of imagining lifting. And then exhale. It's like a mini pulse here. Two more breaths. Last one, inhale. Exhale, bring the back fingertips down, the back leg, and reach up and over. Oh, this pose always reminds me of Shiva Ray, who's a beloved teacher of mine. And release. Second side. You might have to readjust your chair. This is great. I practiced with the chair a lot while I was pregnant with my twins. The pelvic floor is doing a lot of work during pregnancy. So standing poses like this can be a lot, can be quite a strain on the pelvic floor, and using the chair just felt like such a relief. Back hip is moving forward. Front knee is opening up. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhaling from the back of your skull, from the back body, can you turn and gaze over the left middle finger? And if you like, you can pulse by pressing slightly into the feet on the inhalation and exhaling, release. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the back fingertips down, the back of the leg, the right leg, inhale, and reach up and over. And release. Let's take half dog with the chair. I'm going to turn it to the front of my mat. So place the hands comfortably on the seat of the chair, fingertips facing forward or to the side. Exhaling, drop the head and shift back. Let your shoulder blades move towards the chair. They know what to do. Get out of their way. And inhale. Slowly walk back up, come up to standing. I love this variation of dog pose for students who have tight hamstrings because it helps begin to get this idea of tipping the pelvis forward. If you have really limiting hamstrings in the back of the legs, it's going to be very difficult in any standing forward bend like Uttanasana to tilt the pelvis forward. But we can begin to learn that in this pose. Let's do it one more time. Hands onto the seat of the chair, drop the head and step back. The shoulder blades move towards the chair. The tongue moves away from the roof of the mouth. Belly is soft. And inhale, look forward, come forward into upward facing dog on the chair. Strong energy through the legs. Press into the hands and lift up. Don't sink here into the shoulders. My thighs are working, my hands are working. And exhale, shift back. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale, forward. Exhale. Roll yourself back. And one more time here. You're going to shift your weight all the way forward, coming into upward facing dog. Keep the toes turned under. And exhale, lift from the abdomen and press back. Walk your feet forward and come up to standing. Take a Tadasana here. The feet are hip distance apart. The space between the second and third toe is pointing forward. Close the eyes. Inhaling to 5. Exhale to 5. Normal breath in, normal breath out. So we're just doing a standing pranayama. Samavriti, inhale to 5, exhale to 5, normal breath in, normal breath out. We'll repeat that cycle 5 times. So it's a total of 10 breaths. I like the eyes closed and the weight back towards the heels. Pelvic floor is soft and relaxed. Inhale. And blink your eyes open. Let's take pigeon now. With the chair, you need a bolster. Place the bolster in front of the chair. And then I'm going to sit over it. My front leg, the lower leg is parallel to the short edge of my mat. And then I'm going to press onto the chair and inhale here. Back pelvis is turning down. The back toes are turning under. I love this variation. It feels so regal. Like I'm growing tall here. A couple breaths like this. And now twist a little bit to the right, any amount. Twist and adjust your hands somewhere that feels comfortable. Last couple breaths here. And release. Second side. My right leg is back now. My left leg is forward. Bring the hands onto the chair. Inhale and lift up. And begin to twist. Adjust your hands. I know you can do more, but can you do less? And release. I'm going to practice shoulder stand with the chair now. If that's appropriate for your body today, then you should practice with me. If it's not appropriate for your body today, then I would skip ahead in the video to the next pose, which is a restorative pose we call instant Maui or Ardha Viparita Karani, where my pelvis will be on the bolster and my legs will be up on the chair. Shoulder stand on the chair is a really powerful pose that stimulates apana, which is the female energy matched to prana. It's not appropriate if you're menstruating or if you're pregnant. I wouldn't practice it in either of those cases. If it doesn't feel good, if you have pressure in your eyes, if you have high blood pressure, there's kind of a number of reasons. If you have a head cold and congestion, there's a number of reasons why inverting might not be appropriate for you, especially this is kind of a strong inversion. Also, if you've never practiced this before, I don't think this video is the place to do it for the first time. I recommend you practice under the supervision of a skilled yoga teacher when you're first learning this, so you can take special care of your neck. That being said, let me show you the setup. So most people will just place a blanket on top of the chair, but what I'm going to do is use two of these yoga brick blocks because I'm quite long in the torso. So I know that this works well for me. It's just making my chair a little bit higher and then placing the blanket on top. And if you have a choice, I would use a rectangular bolster here. Now, pro tip, I'm going to have my eye mask or eye bag ready because I'm going to want it for the next pose. I'm also going to have my sandbag ready. If you don't have a sandbag, you can use a strap or another blanket. I'm using my third eye mask, which is my own design, and you can find at my website. Product placement, lizzie.yoga. Shoulder stand with the chair begins like a monkey, hooking your knees on the back of the chair, and then carefully walking yourself down. The shoulders are supported by the bolster. It's not neck stand. There's no weight on the neck itself. Reach your hands through and catch the back bar of the chair. Close your eyes and connect with your breath. In restorative yoga, we say what is elevated is stimulated, and what is lowered is cooled. So my pelvis here is stimulated, that's in quotes, energetically, making this pose great for issues with regularity of your cycle, digestion, perimenopause, and a lot more. And my head is lowered, which helps to quiet or cool the mind. There are a lot of variations you can do with the legs. You might like to straighten them here. And you keep the shape, but release any amount of extra effort, any effort that you don't need here. Simply release, soften, relax. One variation I also like is to bring the feet to the top of the chair and open the knees. My tailbone is pressing down, creating a back bend in the lower spine here. And close your knees. Last couple of breaths here. And then release, let yourself slide down. Don't turn your head. Let yourself slide down. So your pelvis lands on the bolster. And then readjust so that the base of your pelvis is arching down. I'm going to add the sandbag now. Placing right below the knees, rolling the calf flesh out. If I didn't have a sandbag, I could use a strap here or a heavy blanket that I would wrap and tuck around the legs. Eye bag, eye cover. Any last adjustments, making sure the backs of your knees are supported by the chair. And we're going to stay here for about 15 minutes of silence. Nothing happens next. If at any time you become uncomfortable or you need to come out, please do. Soften the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And bring your attention as much as possible to the sensations of breath. I'm right here practicing with you. I have a timer going for us so you can relax completely into the pose. We'll share these minutes of silence and then come back together to finish our class. Inhale the breath and exhale. Release your legs from the chair. Remove the bolster and come down onto the floor. Few breaths here. Inhale. And exhaling, roll yourself to the side. Yes, let's twist it in. We'll close the practice with a seated twist and a supported forward bend. The twist is pretty simple. Sit on the front edge of your chair. Bring your left leg foot forward of the right. So the feet are asymmetrical here. I'm going to twist to the right, take a hold of the back of the chair, and then beginning the twist from the pelvis. The sit bones are uneven here. Twist to the right. And release. Switch the feet, the right foot comes forward, the left foot comes back, and we twist to the left. And release. For a supported forward bend, we're going to sit on the bolster so that your pelvis tilts forward. The back of my pelvis is tilting forward here. Either cross your legs, or you can put the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Exhaling, shift first the pelvis and then round gently. The elbows come onto the chair and the forehead presses down. Couple breaths here. Inhale, come up. Thank you so much for your practice today. Inhale the breath, open the palms away from the body. With an exhalation, bring them together in front of the heart. Namaste. May we live like the lotus at home in the muddy water. I do hope you'll join us at lassiter.yoga for an upcoming course. And last website I want to give you, lizzie.yoga. That's my website. If you go there, you can find everything I'm doing, including this brand new offering called Slow Sundays program. If you click on that, you can see it's a 4-week email course. Each week you receive an email with a voice note from me, a 30-minute practice, a short video teaching the restorative pose of the week, and a guided restorative practice audio, plus these kind of off the mat challenges. Thank you so much for being here. See you next month.